welcome back. Now we're here with Chef Michael, the executive chef at Get Fresh Cafe and Rustic Roots Gourmet. Well, I'm excited about learning something from you. What are you going to teach us today?
So today, we're all about using fresh ingredients. We've got some great pork chops, we've got some great carrots, scallions, garlic, and ginger. And so we've got Chinese 5-spice, sesame oil, and sesame seeds. We're going to take all of those and make a nice, quick, easy, simple, healthy Asian dish.
Well, great. Well, let's get started. What are we doing first?
Perfect. So what we're going to do first is get a nice sear on our pork chops. And we've got our Chinese 5-spice right here. It's really important to salt and pepper your meat. Got our 5-spice that we want to...
Boy, that smells so good already, those spices. It's
Yeah,
such a nice combination.
Okay. So we've got a pan preheating here. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of olive oil. If you don't get your pan hot, then you will not develop any of the caramelization or flavor from your pork chop.
Ooh, that sounds so nice, that sizzle. I love that. So tell me a little bit about Get Fresh Cafe.
We are open all year round, which that's what makes this unique. We are an indoor farmers market, and we also have the cafe that's associated with the market. That's where I'm the chef. We're just going to take a look here. We can see that we've got some really nice caramelization on our pork chops. From here, since these are about that inch thick, we're not going to be able to cook them the whole way on the surface. So we have a preheated oven at 375 degrees. We're going to go ahead and put these pork chops in the oven, and we're going to let them stay there for about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not
But that's all of the hands-on work for the pork chops.
That's all of the hands-on work for the pork chops. Now we're going to take that time and be able to create this wonderful noodle salad. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my handy spoon here, and I'm just going to start peeling this piece of ginger.
And it's really quick.
It is, and so you don't have to do the whole entire thing. You really just have to do what you need. So I'm just going to take that piece there, and I'm going to go ahead and crush it all the way down. And so
I never would have thought of that.
What that allows you to do is now you're not trying to mince or do anything on a wobbly piece.
Yeah, you can save some blood.
Save some blood.
Save some fingers. I have not cut myself too bad yet. Most of my scars are from burns. So like all up the arms I've got.
You got some
burns.
street cred.
I do. A little bit.
Okay, so that looks really good for our ginger. Now we're gonna go ahead and just move that out of the way and do the same thing with the garlic. We need some chopped garlic. So I just take the whole entire clove.
Back away.
And that helps to open it up. Again, I'm not gonna need all of this garlic, so I'm just gonna take these 3 cloves right here.
What's our next step?
So we're gonna take these parsnips and a couple of these carrots, and I'm gonna show you how we put together these great vegetable noodles.
Wow.
It's a great option as opposed to pasta. It's a great option to kind of change up the way that vegetables look, to be able to kind of get kids to get excited about them again. So we're going to take the peeler, and we're just going to go ahead and take this first little delicate piece of skin off here. So, and that's all we're doing. We're going to go ahead and just make noodles, just peeling them.
Okay.
Very simple.
That's simple. Carrot
I'm gonna parsnip right here. So.
How would you describe the flavor of a parsnip?
So a parsnip is very, very earthy. It's almost got very light licorice notes to it. I like to smell it. That gives you a good indication. It almost has a carrot smell and a sweetness to it as well. One of the things that I would love everybody to look at is that you can see that there's a core in the parsnip. It's the same in the carrot. All of your root vegetables have this very fibrous core. So when you're making your noodles and different things out of your parsnip, don't go into the core, because you're not going to be very happy with what you get from there. So here's a noodle.
Great.
There's a noodle. You can make them fat. You can make them, skinny. They don't have to be any kind of different.
Yeah, some of them they look kind of like linguine.
Linguine, correct. But then you got something that looks like a pappardelle there.
Yeah.
It's really big.
Absolutely.
So I like to use the microwave when I'm at home, as opposed to waiting for a big pot of water to boil, especially when I'm cooking dinner for my family.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time. You're tired. you've been cooking all day.
Exactly, exactly. So anything that can help really is something that I like to utilize.
And a lot of people don't think you can use the microwave for things like steaming. I do it all the time because it is quicker and easier. And how long do you cook those for?
These are going to go for 1.5 minutes. That's
Okay.
it. Just really quick.
You just do the 1 and then the 30 seconds. Go to the left.
All right.
Wow, I just got a whiff of those pork chops. They smell delicious.
Yeah, I was going to check on them real quick. And they're done. And so this is perfect because this needs to rest. This needs to sit on the counter for at least 5 to 6 minutes just to be able to go ahead and let the heat redistribute evenly into the meat.
Because if you don't let it rest, you're going to cut into it. All the juice is going to just fly out, and then you're having a dry piece of meat.
Correct. Nobody's happy with that. Okay, so you can see that they're ready to eat just like this, but I like to jazz them up a little bit. They're still very crispy.
They really do look like noodles.
They act just like them as well too. So we've got our sesame oil heating up over here. I've got my my garlic and my ginger. I want to go ahead and add that to the pan. Turn our heat up a little bit. Start to hear that coming together. And there's no starch, so it's very healthy.
And you're still getting your fiber.
Still getting your fiber.
Which is huge. Our diets are so lacking in fiber these days. You have to take fiber gummies and liquids and
everything to try and just augment it when we could just eat our fresh vegetables and everything's good.
So are those pretty much done?
They're just about done. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take them off the heat. And I have some black sesame seeds and some toasted white sesame seeds.
Okay.
And so this is just another punch up on the sesame flavor, and it also gives some interesting texture.
And
the color as well.
Nice.
Correct. So we've got our noodles resting, we've got our pork chops resting, we've got our grill that we're getting ready to char some scallions with. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place these scallions
you can hear them kind of popping. I love that sound.
Yeah.
So just salt and pepper?
That's it, just a little salt, pepper, and olive oil.
And how long do you char them for?
We're gonna char these for a good probably 5 minutes on the electric top. If you were using a gas grill on the outside, you'd probably only need to do it for about 45 seconds to a minute.
Oh wow.
So you can see they got a nice char on there, and what that's going to do is it's going to accentuate the flavor of the scallion, and it's going to give you, it's going to pick up those very earthy tones that are in that 5 spice in the pork. So it's all going to go together.
Okay, so before we dive into this, and I have a mouthful of food, I wanted to thank you and 5 Points for providing the food. I'm going to be talking at the American Heart Association Go Red for Women Luncheon. And I'm very excited, and thank you so much. I'm making gazpacho, and they have provided all of the wonderful ingredients for that. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
There you go. All right, all together bite. Might be easier said than done. That is so delicious.
Thank you.
That is fantastic. Oh my gosh, you absolutely have to make this. You saw how easy it was. Trust me, it is incredible. Thank you so much, Chef Michael, for coming in and teaching us all how to do this.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
When we come back, Aneta from Renew Magazine is going to teach us how to make some sweet snails for dessert. You think you know what those are? Bet you don't. We'll be right back.